What up, gang? What up, squad? It's your boy, AreYouTherious, the realist, coolest, the chillest, your king. Only two flat we speak, man. Y'all know what time it is, brother. It is time for another lit banger, bro. Today, man, today, what we got on tap? He got tricked into clapping a Transformers cheeks, and no, he got tricked into clapping a Transformer and clap back. So that keeps happening for some reason. We're gonna call them Transformers, which are, you know what that is. They be trying to, they be tricking men, straight men, right? And I don't think that's right. You know what I mean? Do I think that they should get like unalived for it? Not necessarily, but they should be able to get like thrown in jail and stuff like that, like get prosecuted for that, because that's just like knowingly giving somebody a STD. Like, you can go to prison for giving somebody an STD. What if you knew you had it? You know what I'm saying? So if you know you got a wee wee down there and you trying to portray yourself as a woman, you should be able to get prosecuted. Or if the dude do something to you, he should be able to get away scotch free because you put yourself in that situation. That's how I feel. You get bad if you want. Don't care. But anyway, we finna jump into this. If you're new, subscribe, like the video, comment some more bangers. I am reacting to another reactor, so if I might need to move myself, I will adjust accordingly. Let's get it.
Carlos Lamar Scott. He came across.
Yeah, I gotta move myself. I didn't know homie was gonna be right there. All right. That's better.
Carlos Lamar Scotland. He came across Aisha Davis. Looking at
Aisha Davis. Does this look like this? This looks.
And what's crazy, bro? And like, once again, y'all can judge me if you want. Hold on, I need to turn this damn TV. What's crazy to me is some of the Transformers, you could never tell they Transformers. I'm serious. Like, that's why I would be upset too, because sometimes you will see a Transformer and look like full grown woman. No lie. Technology is amazing, but that thing still dangle. It ain't talking about no, it's that dangle. It hang.
Looks like a woman, y'all. I'm tripping. Today we're reacting to he got tricked into smashing a transgender, then tragedy struck. Tricked into doing something along the lines of that would cause great despair to the land. I'm talking about it would be bad.
So my question is, right, when people sleep with Transformers, depending on if they're cut or not. Now we're talking about if they're not cut, because 9 times out of 10 they're not cut. That's a big surgery. A lot of them don't got that money. So they still dangle, right? So wouldn't you question the first time you have relations with somebody, why are you going through the back door? Why? We got to keep this PG-13 for one, my children are here, and for two, we're on YouTube. I don't want to get yellow mark, right? But wouldn't you question, why am I continuously going through the back door? Who is messing with my theories? Move this. Thank you. I would wonder, why am I going through the back door? Like, if I want to go through the back door, I would, I would go through the back door to somebody that I know that needs it through the back door. You get what I'm trying to say? So that should be a red flag right there. I don't know. That's just me.
Let's assume you're inside of a grocery store and you catch this lady looking at you, staring at you, giving you the eye. Now, first,
I do hate that. Because sometimes, like, I get a lot of looks. Women, like, they look at, like, that's why I was wondering, I'm like, why do women eye a nigga and don't speak? Like, I hate that. I could be your husband, your future husband, and you trying your best not to talk to me because you don't want to, whatever women do, and then they just walk past you and then that's it. Never see them again. Like, I really hate that.
Back and look to the side to see if that lady is looking at you or looking at somebody else, because this typically don't happen to you. And she looking fly, you know what I'm saying? You liking what you see. So
nigga said that typically don't happen to you.
She tell you her name is Hazel.
Is this like, O'Shea Duke Dancer? Duke Jackson?
I'd like to, hang out with you later. She's like, cool, that's fine. And things is going rather easy because it don't really go this easy like that. And you call her, she says, hey, let's meet up for lunch. You go to lunch and let's go back to the house and booty clappers house.
Yep. That's O'Shea Duke Jackson. I already knew it. I know that ugly motherfucker voice. He is the ugliest nigga alive. He's probably uglier. He's right next to the ugliest dude that I used to work with. He got fired, but O'Shea Jackson is up there.
Yes. Everything is cool.
But there's only one problem.
Hazel was born a man.
Oh. Okay, how do y'all feel if they got cut? If they already got the cut, right? How would you feel if they already had got the cut? Would you tweak or no? I don't know if I would tweak that hard as I would knowing that, you still dangling down there, but I would still tweak.
All of that right there would be so much, bro, that I don't know, bro. I don't even know what the first reaction is to something so vile, bro. I would be twacked out.
That's right. Hazel was transgender.
And she revealed that after.
You is,
that bitch ain't got no front teeth like me.
what do you do?
Fighting for real. Really just start fighting.
He said start fighting.
Start fighting and have to deal with that mentally for the rest of my life.
Rewind.
Stop it.
This is what happened with a young man in Chicago by the name of Orlando Perez.
Shot-town.
Investigators say the teenage suspect was so enraged that after shooting the victim multiple times, he left and then returned to the crime scene to open fire once again.
Oh my God.
Dog, it is not that serious. Are you serious right now? Are you serious right now? It is not that serious, brother. You popped her stupid butt already. You leave, right? Try to make a clean getaway because you definitely don't want to go back to the crime scene. But yet you come back to pop her again. That he was hot. That really had him tight.
Video from the neighborhood led them to the alleged 18-year-old Orlando Perez, now held without bond.
Look at his eye. One is higher than the other. Like he looked like he got Down syndrome. Knock on wood.
Investigators say Perez had gone home with the victim, 37-year-old Selena Reyes Hernandez, shortly after meeting her on the morning of May 31st. And in her basement apartment in Marquette Park, Perez learned Reyes Hernandez was transgender.
The offender became very upset. He left the residence. He became more upset, and that's when he came back to the residence, and then he brutally murdered the victim in this case.
Prosecutors say Perez returned to the apartment a third time, again opening fire on the victim's lifeless body.
And in this case with Orlando Perez,
he pulled back up out of frustration and sent more shots.
The transgender woman was much older than he was.
Much older,
in the 30s.
37.
This was a young guy, 18, which leads me to believe that,
What? God rest her soul. But she looked like my dog, Ray. Ray, you know I love you, dog. Nah, Ray looked better than that, though. I'm not gonna lie. When Ray dressed up, Ray dressed his ass up.
Although it was legal for the transgender to
I genuinely had chills run down my spine when I saw that.
This young man, he was young, okay? And he was impressionable. He just didn't know that this person was not born a woman. He actually had to find out when he got there. The problem was when he found out, he shouldn't have came back and gunshots. That was the issue, right? That was premeditated murder. And that's why he's in jail right now. That part of the situation was against the law. But it was also wrong of this person to make him believe that they were a woman when in fact he found out that they were not. And who knows how far they were getting into it. Basically, the transgender individual should have let the person know up front that I am born a man and now this. Then he would have had the opportunity to
say yes or no.
But also, that's not the only case. The biggest case of them all is trending all across Highland Park, Michigan, which is right outside of Detroit.
It happened again?
Who was 17 at a time by the name of Carlos Lamar Scott.
He like that rapper.
He came across Aisha Davis. Looking at Aisha.
Not gonna cap. That's one of the Transformers that look like a female, brother. You can't lie. Right now, in the comment section, right now. If you ran across her, him, whatever you want to call it right now, if you ran across it, what would you think? Or would you have to do your homework?
Aisha Davis.
Aisha.
This looks like a woman, y'all.
It don't look like no Transformer.
I'm tripping. Real quick, I want to mention I got this new channel, Astral Dior Archives. Basically here, I'm going to just be doing a lot of yapping, whether it's ranting about a certain topic that's going on or...
Damn, I need to start doing that in my videos. I'm going to start doing that at my other channel. Y'all go add my AreYouTherious live channel. I'm posting nothing but YouTube news on there, brother.
Davis or Asia Davis, from what I'm seeing right now,
Asia
this to me looks like a woman.
Okay, the jaw part and the chin, maybe.
I don't see it.
Still, it looked like a woman.
I don't see it.
He's
I don't
a young
see it.
kid looking to clap some cheeks. He goes in there, booty clapping sounds. Then he finds out that this.
I don't see it. That's why I really just want to stick it out with Sugar. I'm sorry. That I really just want to stick it out with Sugar. Sugar don't want me. Hey, hush. Sugar don't want me, unfortunately, right? I pray one day she smartens up, but she don't want me. So, you know, I might have to be out there in the streets for a little while. I don't want to run across a Transformer because that don't look like a Transformer. Like, I'm sorry, that's crazy.
This particular individual is not born a woman. And if this information gets out, man, it's going to be bad. So this is the decision that he made.
A cold murder case is
He
finally
killed her?
solved. Let's get out to Highland Park in
He
Sean
killed
Way,
her?
where a woman was shot and killed last summer. Sean, you have news of a big break in this case.
Truly a big break. A tragedy here at the Woodward Inn, but it happened months ago. Really just one
This nigga passionate about this story.
clue to this one is this. 24-hour video, good cameras here. That gave MSP something to go on. They truly called this investigation a whodunit. Well, it has been solved, and now Wayne County Prosecutor Kim Worthy made the announcement today.
She was beloved in her community, and she was known to be generous and a compassionate person, according to her family and many, many friends.
Wayne County Prosecutor Kim Worthy highlighting the tragic and mysterious murder of Asia Davis.
Damn, he popped her.
June 1st, 2023, and the Woodward Inn in Highland Park. A security camera capturing this person coming in, then running out. But that person wasn't captured for months. That night, police finding the body of the 36-year-old Asia Davis in her room.
Bro, what's up with these he's 17. What's up with this shit? Like, why is it?
Why they
young
chase
ass niggas? What?
They chasing young niggas because they know young niggas are easy prey, bro. Unfortunately, but they don't realize that these young niggas are dumb as, and they'll pop your stupid ass.
Older niggas. Like, what's that about?
Had been shot in her head.
It was alleged that the defendant shot and killed her. At the time of her death, she had recently completed nursing school and was going to start a new job when her life was tragically cut short.
At last, a break in what was a very
He looks
cold
like that
case.
rapper.
This 18-year-old Carlos Lamar Scotland was arrested this week and charged with Davis's murder.
Carlos
Damn.
Lamar Scotland is 18 years old.
So he was 17
He's been
then.
charged with the following offenses: first-degree murder, felony firearm, carrying a concealed weapon, and resisting and obstructing a police officer.
Back here live at the Woodward Inn in Highland Park. That's an 18-year-old now facing all of those charges. Prosecutor Worthy says we'll learn more about the circumstances of what went down here when he goes to court in a couple of weeks.
And just recently, he went viral again for doing this inside of the courtroom.
Today was the first day of testimony in the trial of a man accused of killing a transgender woman in Highland Park.
That nigga last name is Friday.
Ended abruptly when the defendant fell asleep. CBS News Detroit's Andres Gutierrez joins us from 30th District Court with what exactly happened in that courtroom.
Well, before this morning's proceedings got underway, the defendant, Carlos Scotland, was talking to his attorney, mouthing something to someone in the gallery. But once the first witness took the stand, well, he couldn't stay awake.
Mrs. Scotland, are you okay?
That nigga
Many
fell
in the
asleep
courtroom
in
saw
the.
This is pure disrespect.
Wow.
Carlos Scotland dozing off as the lead investigator recounted the inconsistencies during his interrogation of the 18-year-old charged with the June 2023 murder of Asia Davis at the Woodward Inn.
Did the defendants ever suggest that there was some type of altercation in the room?
He looked high though.
And when you look at that picture, sir,
Probably is.
there anything that would suggest there was a struggle or altercation in that room?
Not at all.
MSP Detective James Plummer says Scotland eventually admitted to shooting Davis.
And could you tell us, what did he say as it relates to that, sir?
That he, after the victim swung at him, that he shot the victim in the face or neck area.
Wow.
And are you familiar with the medical examiner's report in this case, sir?
Yes.
Okay. And was the victim shot in the face or the neck, sir?
No.
In fact, where was she actually shot?
In the back of the head.
Literally in the back of the head at close range, correct?
Yes.
Did he ever correct that?
Wow.
No.
Scotland initially claimed it was all done in self-defense after she allegedly attacked him with a knife.
He initially said that the knife, that he had took the knife and discarded it in a field. He then recanted that and said that the victim swung at him with a closed right fist while possessing a phone in the victim's left hand.
Okay. And did he ever say where the knife, the knife was that he claims was there?
He provided great detail initially, looking at a map as to where he discarded this knife before saying that there was no knife.
And just as the detective was getting into details about how Scotland and Davis ended up meeting that fateful night, Scotland's episode began. Eventually, his attorney told the judge another inmate allegedly slipped Scotland 3 pills before coming to court, causing the drowsiness, and forcing the judge to adjourn for the day.
Damn.
I was about to say, this nigga high.
Asia Davis, age 36, was found dead in the Highland Park hotel room June 1st, 2023, with a single gunshot wound to her head. And I'm reading
Kinda like
this
Shelly.
The back of
from
it too.
the article advocate.com. And again, my heart goes out to the family of Asia Davis. But I just want to ask this. Again, this is a person who is young.
Aisha.
17 with a person that's 36 in another state. That's usually illegal, but I did Google the legal age of intercourse as an adult. It's actually 16. So technically, this is legal. The issue is the young man went there with a premeditated intention to assassinate the individual, Asia Davis, when this shouldn't have happened, okay? I'm not trying to tell somebody how to feel if they feel like they have been violated or they have been tricked. And of course, you know, hey, it could take a part of a masculinity away from an individual. However, the way that they're putting these things out is, listen, this is a person of color, okay? This is a person that got, you know, a shot on the first week of Pride Week. And so this is how they're just displaying it. So this 17-year-old young man, who obviously, you know, didn't tell the story about what really went down, was ashamed that this person or the transgender woman was pretending to be a woman that was born.
Or maybe he knew and he did it anyway, and he was like, fuck that, I'm gonna take her out though afterwards,
like that, and didn't tell this young man. So he goes and gets a gun, and now he's gonna face life in prison. I'm gonna tell guys this, especially if you're in some of these cities, and I'm talking about Highland Park is, you know, outside of Detroit, you in DC, you in Atlanta, you need to be very peculiar about, before you go out on these dates, you need to ask your person, were you born genetically a female? Okay, I don't care how old you are. Because people,
and if they lie,
that is crazy.
That way you don't have to go down this road. I got a homeboy who live in Atlanta, and he told me straight out, he only deals with chicks that are single moms because they had kids before. So that must mean they were born a woman. That's the only way he deals with them.
Sometimes
wrong with niggas.
That could be your approach. But again, if you make the mistakes that these guys did, people are not going to have no sympathy for you. You're going to go to jail as a convicted felon.
I'm still not finna pop you though.
And they're going to go and say that, hey, this is a hate crime against the LGBTQ community. That's it. And the judge is going to watch you. All right. So brothers out there need to
imagine going to prison for offing a transformer, and that's the last piece of ass you done got. So when you go to jail, you might as well keep it going.
Very intentional about just don't be just thirsty. Somebody coming up to you, talking to you, giving you a lot of.
That's big, and I'm gonna stop him there. My advice is, I don't know. That question is crazy. I don't know if I have advice for y'all for that. It just
don't do it. I mean, be like there, like he said, there is really not much advice, bro. Just go off your gut. When you about to lay down, check, like, you know what I mean? Like do something. As a man, you know what you can do to test the waters, right? If she keep moving your hand, most likely when a woman keep moving your hand, 9 times out of 10 she's on her dot, or she just don't want it, right? But if she keep moving your hand from down there, but like still proceeding, obviously she wants you to go through the back door, and that's not normal. A normal chick is not finna, oh, I'm trying to save myself for marriage. What? Nah, hell no. Let me see. I at least want to, at least let me see that muff. You feel me? I don't know, brother. That's scary. Luckily, I don't live in Atlanta. I live in Austin, even though it's still some in Austin. It's not as common. Anyway, we finna close out the vid. Comment, subscribe, check out my other videos. Comment some videos ideas y'all might have for your boy. And yeah, we gone. Shee.